Goeienaand, good evening, fellow South Africans and citizens of the world. Now, a few weeks ago, the South African National Defence Force was sent off to Cape Town to stop all the gang-related murders in the townships, in the Cape Flats and places like that. Philippi, Delft, etc. Hasn't worked. They're just there having a party if they're not being robbed. Yeah, you heard me right. Some members of the South African National Defence Force were actually robbed of their guns at knife point about a week ago. That's a good one. Anyway, let me tell you what's happening. Cape Town saw its deadliest weekend since the South African National Defence Force deployment in crime hotspots last month, according to the province's forensic statistics. Premier Alan Wind said on Monday that 47 murders were recorded by forensic services in the metro, with 27 shootings, 13 stabbings, and 7 murders by other means. Now, I have to tell you at this point that down in Cape Town, they're actually using refrigerated containers to store dead bodies. They've got something like 500 dead bodies, which are victims of crime or murders, and the family haven't claimed them, so they're just sitting there, in these refrigerated containers. Over 500 people. Incredible. Last weekend, 41 murders were recorded in Cape Town, with knives and sharp instruments overtaking guns as a weapon of choice. This had been a decrease from 46 murders 2 weekends ago. However, 3 weekends ago there had been fewer murders, only 25 recorded. The army has been deployed from July the 18th to September the 16th this year. Among the latest to be killed was a mother from Kales River, who was allegedly stabbed to death by her 14-year-old son and a 29-year-old taxi driver who was shot in the face multiple times. Wine said that in addition to these weekend deaths, the city also the tragic shooting of heavily pregnant mum Sadiqa Newman and the discovery of murdered horse rider Megan Kramer's body on Thursday. Both of these young women had their lives cut short by senseless violence. We need to put a stop to this, said Wind. We welcome the fact that police made swift arrests in both of these cases and hope that the criminal justice system will do its work to ensure that those responsible for these deaths are removed from society and unable to hurt more people. At the same time on Monday, Police Minister Becky Cele was holding a press briefing on the impact of the South African National Defence Force in the past few weeks since its deployment. Cele said work done by the South African Police Service, together with the South African National Defence Force, in gang-ridden areas in the Western Cape has resulted in more than 1,000 arrests. Wine said they would be writing to police management to ask for a full report back on the role and effectiveness of the South African National Defence Force since their deployment, as well as the police's plan to fight crime going forward. He believed most police officers in the provinces were committed, but needed adequate tools and resources to be effective. Violence like we've seen over the past weekend impacts the whole province and all areas of government. We have not seen the strain that violence is placing on our health system, with massive increases in gunshot injuries resulting in other surgeries which are not life-threatening being pushed back. Wine called on everybody to play their part in making the province safer, for example by joining a neighbourhood watch or helping organisations such as the Pink Ladies or Rape Crisis. He said, as the provincial leadership, we continue to fight for more police resources through our intergovernmental dispute, while providing additional support where possible. We have also offered to make 5 million rand in funds available to the South African Police Service to help improve crime fighting in this province. Now, I got an email earlier today, and it's one of those emails that you open up and there's a video attached. And I had a look at the video. And I have to tell you that personally I couldn't watch more than 5 seconds of the video. it goes on for a couple of minutes, but what it is it's in a black African township somewhere. And just to describe the scene, there's about 100 people watching, and they're all laughing and carrying on and, you know, as if nothing's happening. There's a guy filming what's going on, which is why I've got the video. And there's a guy with a panga, and he's literally chopping this other black fella to bits. And the rest of the crowd are just watching. And as I say, they're laughing, they're carrying on as if, you know, someone's doing a dance or something like that. I couldn't watch more than 5 seconds of that. My stomach was churning. I mean, it just, who the hell does that sort of shit? The guy who had the panga was just, you know, like he was hitting a ball with a bat. You know, I can't understand the psyche of people like that. You know, that they can do this sort of shit. It is extraordinary. And this is what's happening in Cape Town right now. And all over South Africa. It is absolutely mind-blowing. It is absolutely mind-blowing. I mean, where is their moral compass? I don't think they have one. These guys who do this sort of shit, I don't think they have a moral compass. I just don't get it. I just don't get it. I'm sorry, guys, I just don't get it. I could never do that. I could never... I just couldn't do it. I just can't fathom people like that. There's something really wrong with a culture that is that violent. And look what they do to the farmers. I mean, it is... It's not human. It is not human. I'm sorry, guys. That's not a human being doing that. There's something very sad, very, very sad going on in the minds of those sort of people. All right, guys, please remember to subscribe to be kept informed. Ring the bell for the updates, and have a safe day. And please remember to like this video.